All right, babe. I think we're live.
I think we're live.
There's a red dot on the screen, so that's always my sign to.
That's what we do is live by that red dot.
Exactly, we really do though. We really do. Hey y'all, welcome to Ash Wednesdays. Do me a favor, we're gonna play guitar here for a few seconds, but if you're tuning in, thank you. Also go ahead, comment down below. Let us know where y'all are watching from and what you're up to on this beautiful Wednesday night. Mr. Delisle, would you like to strum some Get Fiddle, my love?
Sure.
All right. Let's do something like this. like it. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Ash Wednesday. We are super happy to be here with you all tonight on this very cold fall Wednesday night. It's I think the low today here in Nashville was like 47 degrees, something like that.
It's going down to 37 tonight.
Yeah,
so,
I had to crank on the heater for the first time this year, but
Yep.
if you know me, my favorite time of the year is fall, so I'm not mad about it. But thank y'all for tuning in. Feel free to comment down below any questions. Let us know what you got going on, where you're watching from. Let's see who we got tuning in here.
Let's see.
Sherry is here.
Hi, Sherry.
Hello. She says, I was so excited to meet you and Chris at KPL 24. You did live up to my expectations, being a wonderful, beautiful, gracious lady. Can't wait to hear about the tour and things. That is so sweet. Thank you so much, Sherry. We had a blast getting to meet you, and we just appreciate how sweet you are and how kind you are.
Yes.
For those of you that don't know, Chris and I were just in Kentucky at Ketapalooza, so KPL 24.
Yep.
And we got to meet so many different amazing, cool people, including Sherry. So it was great meeting you, and we love you, so thank you.
Absolutely.
Sean's here, SD Bradley 510.
What's up, Sean?
We had dinner with Sean.
We did.
Yeah, I met a celebrity is what I felt like.
And says, hello to you and hello to Michelle as well.
Yes. Says, good evening. Good evening all. Sounding fantastic. Well, thank you. We also are trying a different camera and mic setup tonight, so if you guys can see us and hear us, please let us know.
Yeah.
Always trying to up the game. Holly Springer is here.
Hi, Holly.
Love Holly. She says, so glad it's Ash Wednesday. I could use to hear some good music.
Yes.
Oh, well, thank you, friend. Hope you're having a good Wednesday. It's crazy. We missed last week. We fortunately had to cancel because this poor guy over here hurt his back.
Mm-hmm.
How bad were you struggling?
Way worse than I am now. Really bad.
He basically
really
could not move at all, and the next morning we had to get up and drive in the car a couple hours to Kentucky for KPL Ketapalooza, and I felt so bad for him.
I was struggling.
Yeah, you never know how bad you actually use your back muscles in real life to do so many different things until you pull your back out, and then
you can't.
Yeah, but luckily he's feeling better, so we're happy to have him back.
Yep.
Mighty Healthy Michelle is here. Says, hello, Ash and Chris.
Hello, Michelle.
Says, it was a pleasure meeting you at KPL. Well, thank you.
Too.
It was a pleasure meeting you. Your parents are here.
Hey, Mom and Dad.
Says, hello, Mom and Dad here. Hello. Thanks for watching. SD Bradley says, mics and camera are working very well. Awesome. Thank you.
Awesome.
Deb Riley's here, watching from Facebook.
Hi, Deb.
She says, hi, Ash and Chris. It was so nice seeing you at KPL.
So good to see you, too.
Oh, yeah. It was super great. Like I said, we loved getting to meet everybody.
Yeah.
It's been a wild couple of weeks. I think Chris and I have been home the past 2 weeks. I think we've been home about a day and a half. We've been all over the place, quite literally. So we're going to kind of talk about that and fill you guys in. Really quick, though, Sherry has a question.
Yeah.
And I'll let you answer first, if that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll interview you.
Okay.
If that's all right.
All right.
Okay. So Sherry wants to know, do you play other instruments?
Yeah. So I play all forms of guitar. 6-string, 12-string, acoustic, electric, fingerstyle, flat pick, hybrid, slide. I've done messed around with some pedal steel and lap steel and all kinds of things. So there's that. I also play a little bit piano. I play bass fairly well for a guitar player who's pretending to be a bass player anyway. Because it's a completely different mindset. But I can make it happen pretty well. So I play bass well enough to do some of the tracks that I've done for things in the past. I play a little mandolin. Pretty much anything that has strings on it I can pretty much do. I can play a little bit of drums. I'm not a drummer by any means, but I can play a little bit of percussion type stuff. I can pretend to play harmonica at least well enough for some performance purposes from time to time. I think that's mostly what I play. What about you?
So I actually started on piano. That was my first instrument. And then I probably play guitar, same as Chris, acoustic, electric, 612, whatever it may be. I played bass actually in a Christian rock band. right out of high school into early college. We were terrible, but it was really fun. Our band name was Jesus Saves. We thought we were really creative.
I wish I could have been there to see all this.
Oh, it was a time in my life that it was a thing. It was a thing. But yeah, I feel like female bass players. We always get all the gigs.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I play a little bit of bass. I think especially living here in Nashville, it's hard for me to call myself a bass player because I can pick it up and play, but it's like we are just surrounded by so many incredible musicians. Like a gentleman named Pat, who actually we record all of like our music with, who's a good dear friend of ours. He actually played bass with like the Charlie Daniels Band and Lori Morgan and Keith Whitley, and I mean the list of people he has played bass with is just phenomenal.
Legends.
Not to mention that's just live, like touring, kind of musician. But in the studio, he's played on so many hit like country songs. It's ridiculous.
You have heard his bass playing.
Yes,
you might not know it. You have heard his bass playing. You have heard
Pat Laster's bass playing. He's just legendary and so sweet and so humble. But I always say I'm a bass player, and then I watch him sit down and like play bass on one of our tracks, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, no.
No, I'm not.
No, the way his mind works is just a completely different thing than what we do on guitar.
It really is, though. It really, really is. But yeah, so I play a little bit of bass, I'll say, and I also play the mandolin. So it's a lot. I feel like if there's a string, it's our thing. Like we can always pick it up well enough to know a little bit. Like I know I can play a couple songs on like a ukulele. I mean, it's just...
Oh yeah, that's one I play too. I forgot ukulele. Yeah. I used to teach ukulele to little like 9-year-old girls at the music store when I was still working to get back to Nashville.
Chris, I think, can pretty much pick up any instrument and figure it out within a matter of moments. He's just that way, and we love him for it. Kind of like a love-hate kind of a thing, but...
Unless it uses your lips, I'm not particularly good at anything that uses your lips. I save those for other things.
Wow. This is a family show. I just want to remind you of that. But yeah.
That's PG-13
What he said. That's
PG-13 at the worst.
Wow.
Come on. Everyone's out there laughing right now.
I know. Let's give Chris some laughing emojis, guys. He's a hoot. He's a hoot. Cindy DeManch is here. Says, oh, trouble in the house. Says, hello, everyone. Sorry I'm late. Well, hey, it's all good. Cindy, the party don't start till you walk in.
That's right.
Yeah, we're just getting started. You're all good.
Well, I have to say, Deb is here, so if Cindy gets too out of line, Deb will ring her back in.
Deb's going to put her in line.
So.
Deb's going to put her in line. We had such a great time, by the way, at KPL, Keepalooza. We met so many people, and it was so great. But we already, knew Cindy and Deb, and so we got to sit with them and have dinner on, I think it was Friday night. And so we get to see it, and I think aren't we going to see Deb and Cindy here, and just
we're gonna be seeing Cindy. I wish Deb was gonna be here too, but
Deb can come.
I mean, yeah, Deb can come. Also, Cindy's probably sort of like, no, I've had enough of her. Don't be inviting her now too.
I think the drive is pretty long though for Deb.
Yeah,
I think
Deb would probably have too long of a drive.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, we're gonna be seeing Cindy and her guinea pig Brian.
Oh yeah.
So
here in just a few weeks, we're excited.
Very soon, yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
We're excited, but no, we had such a good time hanging out with y'all. So it's always good to see you guys. Sherry gave you a bunch of the kissy faces and then some laughing emojis.
Yes.
So I think she thinks you're funny.
She gets it. She knows I'm funny.
Yeah, she knows. She knows. You got. I think you're very tired and delirious. That's what I think. I think that's what it is.
Probably delirious. For sure.
It's all right. You have a good reason to be. Cindy said, "Really?" ? She can't keep me in line.
I'm gonna let you and Deb fight that one out as to whether she can keep you in line or not, because I think you probably both have different opinions on that.
I was gonna say it's the sister thing.
That's right.
But no, it's good to see you guys. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Before I forget and we go any further, if you guys don't mind, if you're watching this live stream, doesn't matter if you're on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you're watching it from, just give it a thumbs up, give it a heart, if you don't mind, and share it, and just let people know that we're here. We basically do this every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard, 8 Eastern, and we just kind of take questions, we play a song or two, we hang out. Tonight, we're actually going to be doing a giveaway. Once a month, we give something away completely for free to the folks here in the comments. So stick around. We'll be doing that here in a little bit. But yeah, it's always a lot of fun. The only time we don't do these is if we're on a plane somewhere or traveling. But speaking of traveling, we've had a crazy couple of weeks. We've talked about Kentucky and Keto-Palooza and all that, which was awesome. But yeah, we were telling you guys, so we actually, this would have been 2 weeks ago now, we actually went to California for a run of shows. So we did 4 shows in 5 days. We basically flew out on a Wednesday, did a nonstop from Nashville to LAX. We got to LAX, hopped in a rental car, and then we drove 4 hours that day to Paso Robles, California.
Which was a joy.
It was amazing. Being in LA traffic and all that, we were like, yep, this is a thing.
8 lanes of smog and hatred.
Pretty much. And I don't think anyone there knows how to use a turn signal correctly. It was really something, man. It really was. But we got there. We got there in one piece.
Yep.
And from there, Thursday night, we played our first show in Paso Robles, and that was really awesome. We had the opportunity to open for Allie Walker, who is an artist on Sony. So we got to play with her and her band, and they were awesome. We opened the show. For me, it was really special because my oldest brother and my aunt and uncle were there, and we made lots of fans. We had a great show. It was a blast. And honestly, just a cool venue. I don't know if you guys have ever been to Paso Robles before, but it's awesome. Chris and I are trying to figure out how we're going to get a second home there because it was pretty great.
If anybody out there is a very independently wealthy, multi-millionaire or billionaire, and you would like to fund us having a second home in California, let me know.
Let us know. But we loved Paso Robles. We went to a park and just kind of enjoyed it. It was just beautiful. It was scenic. We went and had breakfast at this amazing cafe called the Cowgirl Cafe. So shout out to them. They were so good to us. They actually had the poster of our show in the door. So the waitress thought that was really cool because we walked up and my face was right on the door. So, but man, it was an awesome time. And then from there we played in Clovis, and then we played in Oakdale. So we just every night did a different city, and it was amazing. We got to meet Brian Martin, who actually has a song right now on radio called Re-Ride. So super nice guy. We got to meet him. We got to meet Miss Dana Buckarett, who makes all of our guitar straps. She came out to our Clovis show. Chris is sporting his Buckarett strap tonight. Look at you. You're like Vanna White. You're like, woo.
Yeah, but I got better legs than she does.
You don't have to tell me. That's why I married you. The cooking and the guitar playing.
Before I lost all the weight, I had a bigger rack, too.
You're on a roll. Oh my gosh, someone come get my husband. This is live. We can't edit this.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
This is the best time to say stuff like that because you can't be like, shh, and make me take it out.
No. Usually I have to edit them when we film videos sometimes, but hey, it's good. It makes for good live TV. But yeah, so we just had a great time in California. I think we slept maybe 2 or 3 hours a night though.
Yeah.
And then from there, the last show, the 4th show we played in California we went to my hometown of Bakersfield, California. And it was really special. I have to tell you, I don't usually get teary-eyed. I don't show emotion unless you put on Old Yeller. Then all bets are off. I'm gonna bawl. But man, it was seriously so special. So we played a show there at a local venue called the Bakersfield Sound Co. And we actually filmed some different content, did some interviews and stuff with them before the show, and then we were the headliners, so we had a really great local band. So shout out to the Gene Coyote Band. They opened the show for us. They were awesome, just great people, sounded amazing. And then, and so then Chris and I played, and it was a great show. We had a great time. It was just really special, though, to me, clearly, to be back in my hometown. I haven't been home to Bakersfield and played a show there since 2017. So, I mean, it's been a long time. And the last time I was in California was very briefly for a brother's wedding back in 2020.
Yeah.
So
it was right before the world shut down.
Right before the world shut down, weeks. But yeah, man, it was just such an amazing time though to be able to go, not only play all these other amazing cities, but to go home and play a hometown show. And it was really special. My mom came to that show. I had my cousins and aunts and uncles and all of these, just amazing different people that showed up to support us there. And it honestly just meant a lot. I cried. It was overwhelming in the best possible way. And so if you're watching and you were at that show, thank you all so much for just being there and all. But yeah, so we had an amazing time in California. And like I said, we came home for a day and a half, and then we went right back to Kentucky.
Yep.
And we're finally home. But we're right back to work.
That's what we do.
It's what we do. So yeah. So it's been good. But thank y'all for your patience while we were out flying all over the place and being everywhere. But what an incredible special time. I mean, we really enjoyed every single second of it.
Absolutely. We don't remember a lot of the seconds of it because of the delirium because we
Yeah.
haven't slept enough. But we
in
know
case-
they were fun.
Yeah. In case you can't tell that Chris has no filter tonight and all that he's saying, it's just because we haven't slept in like 2.5 weeks.
I don't
So
know if I ever have a filter.
no, but you get extra funky when you're real sleepy. See, like that, like how you're just smiling. I tell him that I can never be bored with him.
There you go.
It's very true. But
Someone's got to keep it interesting when everything gets quiet.
That's right. Well, luckily I enjoy your sense of humor.
There you go.
You're funny. This is interesting. Dustin's here, Keto Simple.
What's
hey,
up, Dustin?
So good to see you. Says, watch out for Cindy. I think she steals flatware.
Oh.
And Cindy says, what, Dustin? And Dustin says, what? You really like forks. And then Cindy says, I like pens. There may be a fight breaking out right now in the chat.
I'm telling you what.
I don't know.
Well, my money's on Cindy, so.
Sorry, Dustin. Sorry. I'll put $20 on Cindy.
That's right.
Y'all start taking bets in the chat. Oh, sweet. Barry Weems is here.
Hey, Barry.
Love to always see Barry's name pop up. He says, hey, y'all. I'm here. Hope everyone is having a blessed day. Man, we are doing good. Thank you, my friend. We're having a good old time. We're doing great. I hope you're well. Keto Simple, Dustin says, oh, there's a tiny person in my house that takes my pens. That
happens.
They disappear.
That happens when you're a paw.
It is true.
Yeah.
I think he means the girl. It's
Yeah.
the girl.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah.
To be fair, if I was in Dustin's house, I'd probably be running around stealing his pens too.
That's what you would do in Dustin's house out of all the things that you could do.
I mean, I'm sure there'd be other things I would also do, but that would definitely be one of the things that would be fun to do.
Steal pens and
That's
like
right.
write messages on the wall.
Right.
Wow.
Steal pens and put them in weird places.
I mean, hey, that's one way to do it.
Why is there an ink pen in here with my toothbrush? Why is there a pen underneath my pillow?
Okay. Yeah. As long as you have fun. Oh, and Dustin said, Keto Simple, I had 2 in my KPL bag. She took those. Still in the pens. Still in the pens.
Go.
Carnivore K is here.
Hi, Carnivore K.
She says, good evening, all. Good evening.
Yes.
So glad you're here. Thank you for tuning in.
We'll be seeing her sooner than later, too.
Mm-hmm. You know, I think people may get real sick of us.
Yeah.
We do 3 live streams a week, so they can always tune into those.
Mm-hmm.
And then a bunch of these people have already seen us in person.
Yeah.
And then they're going to see us again.
Yeah. Makes you guys feel any better. I get sick of me, too, so.
It's fair. It's fair. Mar is here.
Hi, Mar.
That's my buddy right there. It says, hi, guys. Happy Whiskey Wednesday.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mar. I have to give Mar a shout out, too. Mar suggested my song to a couple different Spotify playlists, my new song, Stuck on Indiana. And they all messaged me and said, hey, just so you know, we added your song to this thing. Mar told us. So, Mar, thank you for that, my friend.
That's
you
awesome.
are seriously awesome, and I so appreciate that.
That's
You are
awesome.
very sweet, and I do appreciate you, my
Very
friend.
cool way to help out your musician friends.
Mm-hmm. I seriously, like, likes and shares, and even just leaving a comment, tuning into a live stream, doing things like adding your song, like a song you like, to a Spotify playlist.
Yeah.
All is very, very helpful, and it doesn't cost you any money.
Yep.
But it's a great way if you're trying to figure out how to support artists.
It's free. It's country and redneck. It's
Yeah.
low carb if you're into that.
Yeah.
There's all different kinds of wonderful things about doing that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's great. So in case you're wondering how to help, that's the best way to do it.
It makes Ash fall asleep smiling at night.
Yeah, it does, I guess. I guess you're right.
That's right.
Yes, yes.
She lays there and she snuggles up with the blankets all around her neck and she smiles thinking about all the Spotify numbers.
I don't think I do that, but maybe I do. maybe I do. Who knows? It could highly likely be. Dustin Keto Simple says, blah ha ha ha. Before I lost weight, I had a better rap too.
Yep.
I feel like you should get that on a t-shirt.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah. ST Bradley 510 says, this live makes me want to see blooper reels of the non-lives Ash is telling on Chris. I mean, you know, we're a lot sometimes. And
the not live streams is usually her telling me, Christopher, stop it. Christopher.
Yeah.
She's using my full name because I'm in trouble most of the time. So it's
I only say his full names when he's in trouble, when I need to get his attention. But but no, Chris is very funny. It's just I can tell when he gets tired, he gets crazy delusional funny, and the things he says, it's like, oh, you can't say that. You can't say that. Like
you can though.
But okay. You can.
We're amongst friends. It's okay.
Yeah, he's funny. He keeps me on my toes. Cindy says, right, Sean? LOL. Keto Simple Dustin says, this is why we all get along so well.
Yes.
You're not wrong. We knew you were our people from the start. We were like, that guy, he's our friend. This is why. Cindy says, you two really need to go to the Indie Friendsgiving meetup in AMO on, I think it's November 9th is what November 9th.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is or where it is.
I feel like we have something.
Don't we have something on November 9th?
November 9th sounds familiar, like we have something scheduled.
I think we have something.
We have to look at the calendar. I think maybe we're doing something already because that date sounds familiar, but without my phone, which is what you're seeing as the camera lens of right now.
Using our cell phones.
Without my phone in front of me, I can't double check to make sure. So
yeah.
But if we're free, that would be fun. But
absolutely.
I think we might be busy.
Yeah, I think from now until about the end of the year, we are pretty booked solid, unless it's kind of far out in advance. But we'll see. We always enjoy getting to hang out with folks, and if we're able to, we love to. So we'll maybe research it and find out more and see what we're doing.
For sure.
Let's see. Robert O'Neill is watching.
Hello, Robert.
He says, "Hey, so glad to see. To see and hear you guys." And then he says, "Cute dog." Oh. Thank you. You see Miss Melody down here at my feet. Appreciate it. Robert is so awesome, by the way. We met Robert actually in Indiana at Fort Wayne when we did some work with Sweetwater back in August. And yeah, man, he says he's actually working on rewriting the lyrics. Him and I were actually...
there you go.
Him and I were messaging and we were doing it. So keep writing, Robert. And thank you for tuning in. And this is my dog, Miss Melody, or Mel for short, in case you don't know. But... she is...
What you're seeing right now is about the maximum effort she puts into her day.
Yep. And
unless she's playing fetch, this is pretty much what she does.
And we did take her to the park this morning, and we did play fetch.
So now, for the rest of the night, this is what she'll do.
We just... she literally will just go sit and nap, and it just cracks me up. But she's the sweetest dog. She will literally, especially because we've been gone so much, she gets very clingy. I don't know if your dogs get this way, but she'll literally just... sit right here at my side, or then she'll crawl right on top of my feet. So usually anytime we're done with like a live stream or anything like that, my feet are just numb and asleep, but I can't complain.
This dog works like she's working she sleeps like she's working 100 hours to pay the rent and raising 3 kids.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Not wrong. But she's the best. She's the best dog. But thanks for tuning in, Robert. We appreciate you, man. Holly Springer says, I love lack of sleep drunk Chris. That's the thing, is we don't drink, we're sober in this way.
That's the thing. That's the closest thing I get to tipsy is being sleep deprived. So.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And you know what? I think it's fun.
Yeah.
I think it's fun. I think Chris and I were talking about it, like, we're really tired, and we we've been home a day and a half and about 2 weeks. But we wouldn't change it for anything. We have so enjoyed getting to travel and just play music and meet you guys in person, and KPL and just all the stuff. And it's all good.
Yeah.
It really, really is. It's a blessing and an honor and a privilege to be able to do it. But we have so much too. We literally got back home from all that, and we've gone right back into making content and editing videos and all the things. We played a show last night here in Nashville, so. We're tired, and we're going to try to take a little bit of a break this week, break in quotation marks, but we're just delusional, and we may be this way for the next several months, so who knows, but we're having fun, with delusional, sleep drunk Chris over here. Let's see here. Dustin Keto Simple says, I thought his full name was Chris Cooking Nashville.
That's my full name when I'm not in trouble.
Yeah, no. No, I think that's hilarious. You just legally change your name to Chris Cooking Nashville, basically. That's
right.
That's your thing.
That's right.
Ruth Adams is here, says, hi, Ash and Chris.
Hello, Ruth.
Hello, Ruth. Thank you so much for tuning in. It is so good to see you.
I'm really glad you're here.
Barry Weems says, I know you released some new songs lately, but are you working on anything else new? Maybe something for the holidays?
Great question.
Yeah, thank you, Barry, for the great question. So, for the holidays, I am not going to be doing anything as far as, like, per se, a big release. However, we are planning for the whole month of December, every Ash Wednesday, we are planning on playing a Christmas song every episode. So we're going to be kind of having some fun and just picking a different Christmas song every single Wednesday night and just playing some holiday tunes, because how can you not?
Yes.
So we are going to be doing that. But for new music, like actually like more new releases, I have put out 3 projects this past year. So we have definitely been putting out a lot more new music.
Mm-hmm.
And actually next month, the first week of November, we are actually going into the studio again here in Nashville. We're going to Pat, my producer's house, and we're actually going to record a couple of different songs. And those are going to be coming out, basically the first one will be coming out in early 2025.
Mm-hmm.
And then again, so we're really seriously working on a bunch of stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
To kind of be like just consistently putting out more new music all throughout the year 2025.
Yeah.
So, and it's crazy too. I think some people may not understand, like, if I wanted to, per se, like, do a Christmas song, I would have had to have started working on that.
About March?
Yeah, like March of, like, last year.
Yeah.
Just because, it takes time, clearly, to figure out what songs you're doing,
Mm-hmm.
whether you write them like their original music, whether they're cover songs, how you arrange them and what you do. But then going in the studio with like a bunch of different musicians and different things, that takes time. And then you have to do the album artwork, and you have to do the marketing, the promotion, like all that kind of stuff. So, it's just a lot of work that goes into a release. And so that's why we're just kind of constantly trying every couple of months to go into the studio and start a new project, because that's actually a goal of mine, is to put out more new music than I ever have. And especially with all of the touring and all just the different stuff that we're doing, I think that kind of helps support it. And honestly, you guys have been so good to us. And the last song I released was back in September, and it was a song, Stuck on Indiana, which has done crazy stupid well for us. And so I'm just really appreciative of all the support you've shown. But hang tight, because I'm not saying that there may be some special Christmas surprise.
Yeah.
So a little Christmas present for you.
You never know, a little grandma got run over by a reindeer. Came home from our house Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's so funny, like, most artists do songs like Silent Night and like all this stuff, and I'm like, what if we just did all the fun ones?
Yeah.
Like, Santa looks a lot like Daddy, and it's like, we've already done that, but dude, like, Grandma got run over by a reindeer. Like, I think I'm just gonna do like a Weird Al inspired Christmas album where
That's
it's
right.
like just totally fun, parody random stuff.
Doing up-tempo rock and country versions of all of the Christmas songs that a drunk guy in a bar is just like, yeah, because he thinks they're great.
Yeah, pretty much. But Barry, thank you for the awesome question. And but like I said, stay tuned though, because we have so much in the works too that we're not able to really talk about yet. But
yeah.
I think 2025 is going to be such a good year, and the rest of this year is already like so crazy cool.
Right.
We're already, like I said, going to the studio like first week of November to start recording. We're playing a bunch of shows in and around Nashville between now and then. And then we're also actually going to be heading to Virginia. That's kind of like the last travel date for the year. So we'll be in Gainesville, Virginia on November 15th.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we start the holidays. And then, right after that, man, we're just, I just got off the phone with my uncle right before we hopped on this live stream. I called my Uncle Scott and catch up with him and, everything. He's real important to me and just a great guy. But I made a comment about how I need a nap. And my uncle said, I get what you're saying, but I think you need to push on the accelerator. He goes, when you have momentum, he's like, you don't slow down. And I was like, touche. And he's a very wise, very smart businessman, and
Yes.
I'm like,
He's very successful. He's a very good person to take advice from on
Yes.
things like that because he's very good at what he does.
Yep. And he was like, not trying to tell you what to do, but I was like, you know what? Yes, sir. I definitely understand. So
Yes.
that's why we're gonna
push on the accelerator. We're just gonna make sure to refuel the tank real quick
Yep.
before we do.
Exactly. But we do have plans this Sunday. I'm told that this wonderful, wonderful man that I'm married to is going to take me to a pumpkin patch.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what I'm hearing, Mr.
Yep.
Delisle?
Yep. There's a pumpkin patch in your future, and gotta find something to go along with your little Halloween decoration that we picked up yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
So.
My husband was wonderful and got me a special surprise yesterday. Literally made probably my year. I'll post pictures. You'll see it. You'll see it online. But yes, so pumpkin patch in our future.
Yes.
Good little day off.
Pumpkin patch and some pumpkin carving probably.
Who doesn't
Because
love
we're
that?
just great big kids.
We really are. We're both 12-year-olds, and that's why I think we get along so well.
Yep.
ST Bradley 510 Sean says, that kind of sounds like one of those medicine labels. Alcohol may intensify the buzz. Hope you can get some sleep soon, Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Deanne Harmon says, would love a Christmas CD.
Yeah, hello Deanne. It's good
Yeah.
to see you here.
Absolutely. Good to see you. Thanks for tuning
I've
in.
known Deanne a long time.
Yeah?
Since I was knee high to a duck, as they say.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
Long time. So she
Yeah.
can give me some good stories on you?
She can give you probably all the stories on me.
Ooh. Well, Deanne, we may need to talk, but thank you for tuning in. And yeah, maybe we'll do a Christmas CD next year. Who
Maybe
knows?
we'll do that, yeah.
Who knows? Robert O'Neill says hippopotamus for Christmas.
There we go.
That's a good one. Your mom says when he was little, he insisted his full name was Tiffer Sean Dial.
Yep, Tiffer Sondile.
That's your name.
That's me.
That's your name.
That's why everyone in the family around here calls me Tiffer.
Yep.
So,
I call you Tiffer too.
Yep, you do.
I probably call you Tiffer more than even Chris.
She calls me Tiffer. Her brothers call me Tiffer. My parents call me Tiffer.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a whole bunch of people in the keto and carnivore world and the music world are now going to start calling me Tiffer. So, there we go.
There you go. Honestly, it suits you. It works. It works. Sean wants to know, so do you like more traditional Christmas songs or do you like the more modern songs? Or do you like the hymns? Great question, Sean. Thank you for that. So I am not a hymn kind of a girl. I think that they can be beautiful. There are some hymns where I think they are just incredibly well written, but I just didn't really grow up in a very traditional church kind of a setting, I guess is a good way to say that. So when I, on the occasion that I have played hymns, I try to literally rearrange them from scratch and play them in a way that I would have written them. So you would probably be surprised at how many hymns I really don't know, just to be honest. However, I think with Christmas songs especially, I like to go with what I grew up listening to or songs that I enjoy. Because I think for me that is something that is easier for me to recreate as an artist. And that was kind of the reason why last year when we put out the first Christmas song I ever did, which was Santa Looked a Lot Like Daddy. And I think a big reason on why that song was so successful is I'm a kid that grew up in Bakersfield, right? Bakersfield, California. So Buck Owens, being the founder of the Bakersfield Sound, is a huge influence. And that is a Christmas song that I always loved. I always grew up listening to it. And so it was easy for me to have the excitement and the nostalgia. It was easy for me to recreate that emotion and that feeling because it was something that I grew up with and I lived. And I get what the song is about. But if you notice, we took that song and we completely rearranged it. Yeah. And we made it our own. And how would we do this with keeping that same vibe and feel? So I love to take more traditional Christmas songs and make them sound more modern in a way that I think I would probably play them today. I think those are, for me, just kind of what I grew up with. One of my favorite Christmas albums is actually Loretta Lynn's Country Christmas, which I feel like not a lot of people know, but I have that record on vinyl, and that's what I put on every Christmas. But there are some incredible songs that she wrote on that record. I would honestly love to do my own version of Country Christmas by Loretta Lynn. There's so many songs like that where I'm not even sure if people know they exist, but I think they're just incredible and they mean something special to me. So But yeah, thank you for the great thing. We're gonna have to get on a Christmas album.
I'm guessing so.
Babe, roll up your sleeves. We gotta go get to work.
I don't have any sleeves. It's a short
Oh,
sleeve shirt.
sorry. Here, I got them for you. I'll pull them up. Pull them up. We're losing it, babe. We're losing it.
I lost it a long time ago.
Yeah. Sean, S.D. Bradley says, Virginia. Woot! That's right.
That's
Oh,
right.
man,
we'll be seeing Sean in Virginia.
Man, I'll tell you what. We really do. We really, really, really love it.
Unless the cows don't come home and everyone's stuck in the pasture.
Yeah. I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay. What he said. Whatever he just said. Yeah. No, we're looking forward to the show. I believe it's November 15th in Gainesville, Virginia. Man, we are going to have a blast up there. I already know we have so many people coming to that show.
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible. Also, I need to give a shout out to Bose, the sound system. They are a sponsor of mine for many, many years. And they're actually hooking us up with like a really nice, super nice sound system for that show in Virginia.
Yep.
And they are incredible. So when you get there and you're like, man, why does everything sound so good?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bose. They are very good.
Or when you get there and you're like, man, why does everything sound so clear and they're not playing it right? Hopefully that's not the case, but if that happens, you'll be able to hear all of the mistakes I make really well.
Really, really well?
Really
no,
clearly.
the people at Bose are so kind
They're
and their stuff is so good. They're incredible.
They have the best sound gear to be able to do something like throw it in the back of your car and travel with.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I just had to give them a shout out though. I literally messaged the rep today and he was like, oh, we got you. So
yeah.
Shout out to them. They are taking good care of us.
Amazing folks.
So good. Sherry says, I would enjoy hearing a version of Bobby Bear's Drop Kick Me Jesus. Jesus is what Christmas is all about. Sherry, I agree that Jesus is the reason for the season and every season. I cannot say, though, that I'm familiar with that song.
I don't think I am either, but we're going to have to go look it up now.
I was going to say, I'm literally taking a screenshot on my phone of your comment. I will literally, after this live stream, though, I would love to go listen to that song. But I agree, that would be super cool. Mar says, beautiful dog. Thank you, Mar.
She certainly thinks so.
And then Robert O'Neill says, hey, Ride, pals on the floor, country Christmas. Too bad you can't hear me laughing. Yeah, it's a great song. It's Miss Laura Lynn, man. She's killing it. Let's see here. I just lost. Robert Neal says, do y'all know Diesel Smoke, Dangerous Curves by Red Simpson, not a Christmas song? That is not a Christmas song, but I don't know how to play it, but I do know the song you're talking about because I'm from Bakersfield and Red Simpson was a thing. I actually have, I think it's actually right behind me. I don't know how well you can see it, maybe even be in a drawer. I actually have a signed Red Simpson thing from the Country Music Hall of Fame, like a poster and all. So we love Red Simpson.
Mm-hmm.
And Mar says 2 weeks until Halloween. And S.U. Bradley 510 says, what are some of the songs you must hear during the season? For me, it's for King and Country's Little Drummer Boy. I also like Bing Crosby version with David Bowie. Oh, yeah. Little Drummer Boy's a good one. I think for me, it's Loretta Lynn Country Christmas. I feel like that is just a staple. I also really enjoy Carrie Underwood's Do You Hear What I Hear?
Yeah.
I think Brooks and Dunn did an incredible version of Sleigh Ride. I'm kind of down for whatever. Again, I just really like that, like kind of like traditional kind of stuff. One song that I don't know how popular it is, but it's a song called Christmas Shoes. That's a tearjerker. Yeah. And I don't even remember who did the original song, but I think it was like their one and only hit. But it was actually a movie, and I bawled my eyes out. But look it up, incredible songwriting. Do you have songs that you absolutely have to hear?
All the old traditional stuff. So Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole and Silver and Gold, Silver and Gold. That dude, I'm forgetting. I'm drawing a blank on his name right now. That kind of stuff I love. So interestingly enough, my favorite musical composition in the entire world, not necessarily song, because the song incorporates a lot of things, just purely from a compositional standpoint, my favorite thing in the entire world is Carol of the Bells.
Oh yeah.
I think the old stuff like that, where it was composed in that sort of classical music styling, and then created for like 4 or even 6-part harmony. The way that they did like all of the the Christmas carolers that walk around, and it's like all of the just purely vocal, and so you have all the different parts and everything. I think Carol of the Bells is one of the greatest just musical compositions that has ever been created.
Oh, yeah.
I love like all of that old traditional type stuff that would have been like popular in the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, the 50s, maybe into the 60s. Christmas was my grandmother's favorite time of year, and it's probably my favorite time of year too. So when Christmas comes around, I love all of that old traditional type stuff, and it's the most wonderful time of the year, like that.
Oh yeah.
All of that kind of stuff, because those are the things that I remember. I remember seeing the commercials. I just saw Burl Ives pop up on screen over there. Yes, Burl Ives is who I was thinking of. Thank you, Robert. But the old traditional Christmas songs like that were really popular from the kind of the 20s through the late 50s, really, that era, I feel like, was just some of the best things in terms of Christmas music. And then when I was growing up, every time Christmas would roll around, we'd be playing things like that. You'd hear it on the TV, on the radio, any of that kind of stuff. And then there was always an infomercial that would pop up from various places and different channels and stuff for different compilation CDs for Christmas music, and it was always those songs, and so I would hear little clips of those every year around Christmas time. So,
oh yeah,
those are what I grew up listening to.
Yeah, no, definitely. Sherry says, Ash, "Dropkick Me Jesus" is not a Christmas song at all, but hopefully you'll find some humor in it.
Nice.
Well, now I gotta go listen to it. It sounds fun. I was trying to figure out where they were taking that hook of "Dropkick Me Jesus," and I'm like, so how is that a Christmas song? How does my songwriter brain was really thinking about that one? I'm like, how did they work that? Let's see here. So many people, I love it. They're like talking about Christmas. So Cindy says, "White Christmas, love that movie and song." Yes.
We watch it every year.
Yes. I literally sit and watch. I'm like a big old Christmas movie fan. So It's a Wonderful Life, White Christmas, every year for me, all the time. Sean says, "I love Christmas Shoes." I heard Trace Atkins' version of that song. Oh yeah, I think he did do a version. I don't know if he was the original, but yeah, that's an incredible song if y'all have not heard it. And yeah, Burl Ives, Silver and Gold. Dustin Keto Symbol says, "Normally for me it's the songs in the Christmas movies I love." And Cindy says, "Yes, Christmas Shoes is a great tearjerker song." Let's see here. Your mom says, "My favorite song of all songs is Silent Night. It's the first song you, me, Nana, and Dad sang together for candlelight services."
Yes, a long time ago.
And then Silent Night is awesome.
It was back when I was afraid to get up on stage in front of people.
There was a day?
There was a day.
Really?
Oh yeah. Anyone in the comments, you ask my mom, she'll tell you when I was a kid, she had to bribe me with things like peanut butter cookies or blueberry muffins or different kinds of things that I loved as a kid. She had to bribe me with things to get me to go on stage, and I still really didn't want to do it.
Wow.
I hated getting up on stage in front of people as a kid.
Well, you have really changed.
Yeah. I got a lot taller too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Not much?
Yeah. Back then I was like, 3 feet, 4 feet.
Barry Weems says, "I always watch the original Christmas Story movie." Barry, I am right there with you. I love that movie. Chris doesn't, but it's all good. It's okay.
Just not my.
It's not his thing, but you know what? He's been a trooper and he watches it with me from time to time.
Now, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Oh, come on, we all can agree.
I will be on the couch ready to laugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we all can agree. I usually will watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation at least 4 times throughout the holiday season. It's just one of my favorite movies of all time. Not even Christmas. Hell, I'd watch it in July.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah. By the way, we are kind of running out on time. But to change the subject, we should probably do a giveaway before.
I think we should give somebody something nice.
I mean, we're talking about Christmas.
Or if we're not going to give you something nice, we'll give you what we got.
You get what you get. We don't want to hear any complaining. Dustin, by the way.
It is something nice. I'm just kidding.
You're in a mood.
I'm not
You're in a mood. Dustin at Keto Simple says Christmas Vacation is a multiple watch per season.
Yes.
Dustin, I'm telling you, man, you are our people.
Yes.
You are our people. Sweet. Well, guys, we like I said, we only got a few minutes, and I think these lights may actually shut off.
They might, yeah.
Thank you guys again so much for tuning in. So before we go ahead and say goodnight, I'm going to go ahead and let's do the giveaway. Let's get her done. If you guys don't know, so once a month, the first Wednesday of every month, which we just have been gone the past 2 weeks traveling. So this is the first one of the month. On Ash Wednesdays, we always do a giveaway. So we were talking about how we have been in California, and I just played a show at my hometown in Bakersfield, California. Mm-hmm. And so we thought it would be appropriate to give away a signed copy of my first EP, Bakersfield. So if you don't know, this came out in January of 2019. It was my first project as an artist, and it charted at number 60 on the iTunes Top 100 Country Albums chart. So we have a very, very limited quantity of physical CDs left. And so once we run out of these, you will not be able to get them ever again. And so we thought it would be fitting, since we only have a few left, and since we just appreciate you guys on Ash Wednesday, that we would give one away. Yep. And whoever wins it, I will sign it.
Yep. And it's not signed yet. We need to sleep enough to remember how Ash spells her name, and then she'll sign it.
And you may think her name's pretty simple. I struggle. But yeah, but we'll definitely sign it and make it out to whoever wins. So this is what we're giving away. And go ahead and get your typing fingers ready for those of you that would like to win a signed copy of the Bakersfield CD. The songs that are on here, by the way, you got 4 songs. Bakersfield, Dad to Me, Watching It Burn, and Cake are the 4 songs on this CD. So get your typing fingers ready. This is going to be super easy. Whoever can comment Bakersfield the fastest in the comments, go ahead and go. Ready, set, go. Bakersfield in the comments. Whoever I see pop up first. And
if it's not spelled right, it doesn't count.
That's right. You got to spell it right. So whoever can spell Bakersfield first will win the first signed copy.
No Bakersfled.
Bakersfled. Sometimes my phone will autocorrect. Deanne Harmon.
Boom.
Come on now. First one.
Man, Deanne's got that good internet.
The good internet. Come on. Well, guys, and I have to say, too, it's really interesting because when we do an Ash Wednesday, no matter where you're watching it from, we actually have it on like 3 or 4 different platforms. So we have it on Facebook and Instagram and different things. So it's great. Deanne, if you don't mind, if it looks like you're watching on Facebook tonight, if you don't mind, go ahead and just shoot me a message. You should be able to do that through Facebook. Just shoot me a message with your address, and I'll be more than happy to get this all signed and out in the mail to you. No problem at all. And congratulations. Let's give it up in the comments for Deanne. Yeah. That's amazing.
Like we said, these CDs are limited. Yeah. And there won't be any more of these left. So if you don't get one now, either by winning or if you just send us a message and say, hey, I'd like to buy one, can you send me one? Mm-hmm. If you don't get one of them now, then in the future you're going to have to go figure out how to steal one from someone else or how to rip it off of the internet somehow. So, if you don't want to end up being a pirate, you'll have to buy one.
Honey, I don't think you should encourage people to steal.
That's why I said they should buy one.
Okay.
Because
all right.
you either buy an Ash Taylor CD, or you end up becoming a pirate. That's the logic that I'm seeing here.
That makes sense to me.
Right.
Sure. Yeah. Well, that's great. Well, Deanne, congratulations, and thank you again for tuning in. We so appreciate it. Don't be a pirate. Either win a free copy or buy one. But yeah, it's I told Chris, I said, I feel like this is like the end of an era. I'm like, we've had these for so long, and I loved having signed CDs at like merch tables and stuff, but we're too busy now creating so much new music. I feel like it's just like it's a thing. So but yeah, so congrats Deanne, that's awesome.
Yes.
Let's see what else we got going on here before we say goodbye. Cindy says that is awesome. Crow says great giveaway. Cindy says, Chris, you are being bad, LOL. Yes, Cindy, yes he is. But you know what? It's okay. I have the situation under control. He's funny. Let's see. Deanne Harmon says, "Yay!" She says, "Thank you. You are so welcome. Thank you for tuning in."
You're welcome, Deanne. That CD is worth tens of dollars.
Oh my gosh. Sherry says, "Congratulations to the winner." And then Robert says, "Or resort to thievery." That's a good thing.
That's
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. This has been so much fun. We so appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and let you guys get going. I've been really enjoyed getting to hang out and just chat with everybody. But yeah, we'll get this out in the mail to Deanne. And again, congratulations. Really quick, just some housekeeping before we go. There's a banner going across the bottom of your screen that should give you my website, ashtaylor.com. We do have a few more tour dates coming up. Some of them are mainly here in Tennessee, and then we head to Virginia. Check it out. I'd love to see you guys at a show.
Yep. And we will be updating it because there will be shows coming in the new year because we've already started booking for next year.
Yeah, I have shows going through August of 2025. We just haven't announced them yet. So
keep an eye on the website.
Keep an eye on the website. And just thank y'all for tuning in. This is always so much fun to get to chat. I did want to let you guys know too, though, before I forget. So next Wednesday, I may be going live for a few minutes, but we're not going to be doing our usual Ash Wednesday. I got a really cool opportunity to go down here to Music Row to the BMI office, and they are doing a special thing with the family of Loretta Lynn and kind of paying tribute to her life and her music. And if you know me, you know that Loretta Lynn is my favorite. And it's just an artist who has a big influence on me. And so I was lucky enough to get invited to go to this industry event. So I am very excited about that. So next Wednesday, like I said, I may go live for a few minutes, but it will not be a typical Ash Wednesday because I gotta go to the Loretta Lynn thing. But I'm really looking forward to it. We're gonna get to meet Loretta Lynn's daughter, Patsy, and her granddaughter, Emmy Russell. And I am just really enjoying getting to see how they kind of pay tribute to such an amazing woman and such an amazing artist. And I'm sure we'll come back and tell you all the cool stories. I got this handsome guy agreed to be my date. So he's going along with me. But
look at me, I'd be stupid not to.
That's right. Hopefully he gets some sleep though, and is not so delusional before then.
I don't know. I'm awfully funny when I'm delusional.
You're awful funny. Well, thank you guys so much again for tuning in. Y'all, God bless and take care and have a good night. And we will see y'all all around the internet, I guess, and live a little bit next Wednesday. So y'all take care.
That's right.
See you guys.
Don't be a pirate. Arr.
I'm gonna leave it there. I'm just gonna hit the end. Bye, y'all. Good night.